Hey guys, we are back on the channel with some more gaming news and tips. Well, not tips, but gaming news and stuff in general. But before we get started in on this, I want to thank each and every single one of you for being a part of the channel. And for those of you who are still subscribed to the channel, I definitely want to thank you guys as well. I hope you guys have enjoyed your Christmas, and I definitely hope that you guys enjoyed your New Year's. And just for the record, yes, I do have my coffee. So, uh, PSAs will come shortly after I do my gaming news and updates. However, if you guys are looking forward to playing certain games on PC or a console, I do have the links in the description below. You guys can check that out where you can actually find those directly. Just note for the records that all games may not be compatible for all systems. There are some games that may be coming out for, there's some games that are going to be coming out for PC just to see how they start out, and hopefully all this will be subject to change here in the near future. So there are some really interesting games getting ready to be released on Steam, as a matter of fact. Hey sis, how you doing? And by the way, guys, I did re-download Starfield, and I am exactly playing it now. So I just downloaded that earlier today, even though I had some other things kind of going on. I got most of that taken care of. So, um, also, if you guys are planning to be out and about, always watch your surroundings because there's a lot of things right now that's going on that will just completely blow your mind. So right now, there's certain things I'm not exactly going to talk about here on the channel because, for one, it's, you get the idea. And yes, I do have my coffee. So I hope everybody has had a wonderful Christmas and a wonderful New Year's. Hey Robert, how you doing, brother? Fantastic. So if you guys are out and about, be sure that you have something to be able to protect yourself with because things are getting wild. I'll just I'll just leave it right at that. So there are some things that I also do need to address as well when it comes to different types of news. And guys, there is also a there's a different virus going around right now. So if you guys are sick, you guys have been sick for a few days, your best bet is to try to stay at home and try to rest up as much as you can. But this one is a pretty bad one, and I think I know exactly where this is headed towards. But due to the YouTube algorithm, I'm not going to disclose any information here on YouTube. So if you guys would like to get a hold of me later this evening, that's fine. I will be sure to brief you on that as well. Well, actually, uh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get that out there so everybody's made well aware of what's going on. So, quick change of plans. So, it's kind of a last moment thing. I figured I would go ahead and play the video for you guys, so therefore, you guys would actually have an understanding of exactly what's going on here, guys. So, just bear with me for just a moment while I get everything set up and ready to go. So, let's see, where's it at? Oh, that's not it. Here it is, right here. I'm going to go ahead and take my headset off, guys. I'm going to go ahead and put it right here. You might want to readjust your volumes accordingly because I don't know if you guys have your volumes way down, but I'm going to, speaking of way down, I ended up turning my volume all the way down. So hang on just for a brief moment, guys. I'm going to get everything set up for you. And please do pay attention to what's being said because this is very important. And I want to make sure that everybody's in good health. Anyway, let me get this cord out of the way here. Yep. Do this here. Here you go, guys.
This morning, a holiday health warning as cases of the norovirus surge.
Norovirus decided to be our last little Christmas gift.
New data from the CDC shows an increase in outbreaks, with 91 reported in the first week of December across 14 states, more than double the number for the same week over the past 3 years.
Is there any reason why we're seeing this rise? Gathering together, especially this time of the year, and all the traveling we're doing, that's causing the increases.
The highly contagious virus, commonly referred to as the stomach flu, can cause days of vomiting, gastrointestinal problems, and fever.
I promise you, you do not want this.
Norovirus can be spread through direct contact with an infected person, touching contaminated surfaces, or eating contaminated food.
If you have been sick with this, I'm sending you all my love because it's no joke.
Now, with millions expected to gather for New Year's Eve celebrations, health experts say it's important to take precautions. Wash produce thoroughly, don't share utensils, and don't rely on hand sanitizer.
You know, we all have this around the house, the hand sanitizer. This does not work very well for norovirus. You need to wash your hands that 20 seconds we always talk
about. So just to let you guys know, I do want to apologize to you guys because this video was actually cut rather short, but there's more details on that as well. So this is something that's going on, and I think I know exactly where this is headed towards. I think we're about ready to go back into a 2020 type thing again. I definitely do appreciate all the hearts and all the love and support you guys have shown. So if I happen to come across anything that's very important, I will definitely keep you guys up to date with that as well. So if you guys have any questions or comments or concerns, my live chats are open. Feel free to drop a comment in the chats, and hopefully nobody gets this virus, that is. So I'm definitely bringing this to your guys' attention, like I've been saying that I would be doing, and yeah, it's getting crazy out there, guys. It's the neurovirus. It starts out as a stomach flu, but it can also lead to gastrointestinal issues. So I really wasn't looking forward to making this video today, but I figured I'd make this part of the live stream. So therefore, everybody's made well aware of what's going on. So then therefore, you guys can also spread awareness on that behalf as well. So it's best to get that information out there. So just to kind of keep everybody in the know. So therefore, nobody's left in suspense and winds up getting sick because of it. Fantastic. Hey guys, we got Chris in the house. Hey, what's up, Chris? So just kind of keep you guys up to speed on what's going on. I normally wouldn't say this, but I mean, bleach actually does clean pretty much everything. So if hand sanitizer doesn't do that, just add about a cap full of bleach to it. Fill your sink up to your little overflow and wash your hands in that. Be sure to rinse your hands off very good. You might want to let your hands sit in there for about a minute or two. So therefore, that gets rid of everything. And if you guys do happen to travel places to like restaurants and stuff like that, be sure to bring your own utensils. So therefore, it's less likely possible that you be getting sick. I don't have any updates currently at the moment if this is actually airborne or not, but from the way it sounds, it's kind of leading that way. So again, guys, if you do go out someplace and you want to go out to eat or something, just try to be as safe as you possibly can. So anyway, this is pretty much the only news that I have right now for you guys. So stay tuned for more updates, and I will definitely be looking forward to bringing you guys news as I see when it comes out. And I'm not sure if you guys actually know this or not, but the director from the ATF has just resigned. So I don't know if you guys are aware of that or not, but yes, that person has been given two choices to either resign or be fired. So I'm just kind of giving you guys a heads up on that, so therefore you guys will know what to look for. I've been smoking way too much lately, guys. So anyway, I figured that I'd get that information out there to you guys so everybody knows what's going on. So try to get that information out there as much as you guys can. Let's get this information spread like wildfire. How I'm doing. So that's pretty much all the news I have on that behalf, guys. So like I said, if something comes up, I'll try to squeeze it into the next live stream, but I am actually keeping a very close eye on this. And this is not being done by coincidence, guys. Excuse me. But anyway, moving on to the next topic. So, if by chance you guys are wanting to check out different games, like I said, I have it all linked in the description below. You guys are more than welcome to check that out. Just note for the records, like I said before, that every game system or every game that does get launched may or may not be for console. Some of them may be for PC only. So I have still been doing. So I've been doing some research lately, guys, and Vane is not has not been released yet. So I don't know exactly when that's going to be coming out. But just to let you guys know that the stock market on the gaming systems is, or not the gaming systems, but the games itself is actually starting to plummet. So hopefully everything will get back on track. So therefore we can start checking out all the new games, guys. There's different categories of games. You got action games, you got horror games, you got RPGs, stuff like that. One player shooters. So just something to kind of look out for. So, like I said, guys, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or anything that I just mentioned previously, feel free to let me know in the chats, and I'll try to answer your question the best I can. So, but like I said, guys, that's pretty much all the information I have at this time. So, if I find something out, I will definitely be bringing this up, and probably I'll be doing this in segments, though, guys. I probably won't be doing it all at one time. I'll just be doing it in segments. I guess I'm a little wore down tonight. So, so if you guys would like to know more about what I find out, just let me know in the chats, and I'm definitely going to make that happen. So, who all has got coffee with them tonight? This is Coffee Club Thursday, guys. And for those of you who are new and don't really know much about what this coffee club thing is, I have just got this stuff promoted on my YouTube channel, so it doesn't cost you guys anything to join. If you guys would like to join, just let's get a hashtag coffee in the chats, and if you got your coffee next to you, welcome to the club. I definitely do appreciate all the love and support, guys. You guys are phenomenal. Um, I think probably sometime this evening or later on this evening, I'm going to be looking up some more about this virus and stuff. So if and when I do happen to find out more about it, I will definitely keep you guys up to date on that as well. So oh, that's not good. But I definitely do appreciate all the kind, wonderful comments on here, guys. You guys are also a legend as well. And that's why I made you guys mods. So it's always good to have good people on your side. So well, that's good. I would probably give that about a week or two. I think I think you'll be fine. And happy new year to each and every single one of you as well. Even though we're like 48 hours into the new year. Man, this is going to be a great year, guys. It's going to be an awesome one. Fantastic. Cheers. But the only thing right now I don't have sitting next to me is my other PC. I got to get some stuff done to that, and I have not. Oh my God, this week has just been. Ugh. It's been a little out there, so I will be bouncing back from that, and I'm definitely going to do my best to get that computer updated to Windows 11. But if I have to, I guess I'll probably just go ahead and reset the whole entire computer, then try to do an update that way. So in case most of you guys don't know, I actually have a different Wi-Fi thing. My internet speed is a lot faster. So I'm not sure if you've seen this or not, but if you haven't, that is actually a hell of a lot better than using that. I might as well just call this a paperweight. That's what it's good for. But anyway, it is what it is. As soon as I get this thing paid off, I probably won't have it much longer. Oh, hey Chris. I was telling everybody on the live chats like about I don't know, how long ago was this? About a week or two, guys? That I was talking about doing the hottest chocolate in the world challenge or the hottest chip challenge. How long was I talking about that? For at least a week or two? Maybe three at best. If we can manage to get this, if we can manage to get my account up to like 100,000 subscribers, I will definitely be doing that hot chip challenge. Ooh. There might be a little bit of inflammation from where part of that fragment's sitting. So that sounds to me like that might have either it may have possibly nicked the cerebellum, but it's a really good thing that it did not hit the cerebral cortex. Okay, guys, in case you guys don't know what the cerebellum is, the cerebellum is the back part of the brain that controls all five senses: taste, touch, smell, sight, and yeah. Hearing. So oh, and by the way, guys, I did show in the last live stream. If you do plan on traveling, I would probably travel by bus because in my last live stream I did mention something about Boeing. That's the plane manufacturing company. They have had a really bad. They had a real bad case with their landing gear. Part of their landing gear, they were losing hydraulic pressure. So this is not good, guys. And in case you guys missed it last time, if you'd like to see that video, I can go ahead and play that for you. Let's get a thumbs up in the chat if you guys want to see it. And if you do, I'll go ahead and play that again. So therefore, everybody will get a chance to see it this time around. And earlier today, guys, when I turned on my computer, I actually got a different wallpaper on my PC. Matter of fact, I've been waiting to show you guys this almost the whole entire, well, almost the whole entire stream. This is what popped up on my monitor this morning. Take a look at that. What do you guys think about that one? Yeah, hey, what's up, Chris? Uh, And just to let you guys know, if you do have an iPhone, I have not heard anything else about iOS. So I will definitely keep you guys up to date with that as well. And for those of you who are still using Androids, I will definitely keep you guys informed on everything that's going on with different type of mobile devices. Oh, damn, I can put that. Yeah, this is what I've been trying to tell you. I'm going to go ahead and play this video again for you guys. So if you guys have actually missed this, you'll actually get a chance to see it. Hang on just a second, guys. But this was not here in the United States, though, because Boeing is actually, I don't know if it's made here in the United States or not, but I'm going to go ahead and play the video. So just bear with me for a moment, guys.
This morning, U.S. federal officials joining the investigation into the horrific Jeju airplane crash. The Boeing 737 with 181 passengers and crew on board, seen here skidding down the runway on its belly without landing gear, its engine scraping along the tarmac before crashing into a concrete wall. The aircraft then exploding, parts of the plane engulfed in flames and thick smoke. 179 killed, including 5 children as young as 3 years old. 2 people miraculously surviving. A male crew member now receiving treatment in the ICU, and a female crew member who is recovering. Korean investigators retrieving the partially damaged black boxes, but say the cockpit voice recorder was intact. South Korean officials saying that on Sunday at around 9 a.m. local time, the flight arriving from Bangkok issued a warning of a potential bird strike. 2 minutes later, the pilot makes the mayday call. The plane makes an unusually quick 180-degree turn, crashing moments later. Jeju is a low-cost carrier with an impeccable safety record. The airline CEO bowing in apology. Distraught family members gathering as the names of the lives lost are read out. Jeon Ji-young's daughter was on board. He said she was almost home. Boeing releasing a statement saying they're working with Jeju Air, adding, "We extend our deepest condolences to the families who lost loved ones, and our thoughts remain with the passengers and crew." So much agony and frustration among those who have lost loved ones. South Korea is in 7 days of national mourning, cancelling its New Year's countdown out of respect for those who died. This morning, U.S. federal officials joining.
And just to let you guys know, that was in South Korea. So and basically what they're talking about was when they're mentioning something about the black box, guys, that black box is actually known as a transponder box. And what that does, that during the time that the plane takes off, it records the data from the time it takes off to the time it lands. And when everybody evacuates the plane, they go in and they'll switch those boxes out over an existential period of time. So if anything goes wrong with the plane, I'm sure that those transponder boxes will be able to pick that up and record that data too. Previously, before this incident happened, Boeing also, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but if you don't know what I'm about to say, I'll explain it to you here in just a moment. Boeing, before all this stuff took place, they were having issues with their AO1 sensors. Now, their AO1 sensors actually controls the electricity in the plane, like your lights, communications, and stuff like that. And the only way that they can actually test out the AO1 sensors, if they're to be replaced, is that plane has to be in mid-flight. They cannot test it on the ground because they have no way of diagnosing anything. So this was about, I want to say about 5, maybe 10 years ago, somewhere in that ballpark. But the AO1 sensors are at the very front of the plane. It's those little, looks like little antennas kind of sticking out of the front. Those are your sensors. That controls your onboard electricity, like your gauges, communication, lights, stuff like that. But here in the United States, we have not actually had anything like that recently, but they are saying that planes are actually falling out of the sky. So something to kind of be a little leery about. I'm not saying this to fearmonger, but I'm just saying, I'm just making that information available because what you just saw there, this is this is something big, guys. And it's not just only happening in Korea, but I'm sure it's probably happening in other countries too. So, like I said, I am definitely going to be looking into this a lot more. I'm going to be looking into this very deeply, and hopefully, it might have been something. It might have been something that may have malfunctioned that they probably didn't even think to check. Yeah, the United States, they have not had hardly very many plane crashes. The last known plane crash was in the state, or the last known ones were during 9/11 when all that was supposed to take, when all that was supposed to be done. So basically, how all that occurred is because we were supposed to go to this new quantum financial system back then, but due to the fact that something like that happened, not only postponed it, but it delayed that. So, and a lot of your pilots, guys, are military veterans. So if you happen to see a pilot up there, and so if you happen to come across the pilot, I'm sure that most of them have probably spent time in the military. But now that kind of raises a question. Instead of it being the FAA, why don't we have our military take over that department there? So therefore, our planes would be a lot safer. Do you see where I'm getting at? I mean, how many people on here could agree with that? Because when's the last time that you guys ever heard of a military aircraft doing what you just saw here? Yeah, that incident happened in South. I think they said South Korea, but it was somewhere in Korea, Chris. That's exactly correct, sis. You have never heard of. I don't think anybody's ever heard of a military plane going down, skidding across the runway or the tarmac on its underbelly. So I think it's time to get rid of the Federal Airlines Administration and put our military in charge of that. Because think about it. These guys are top notch. and to become a and to become a and to get a position in aviations, you got to score at least a 44% or higher on the ASVAB test. They will give you a placement test after you take your ASVAB. If you score a 44% or higher, last I knew, then you could get a field position. Your MOS would be aviations. So I think it's time to take the government out of that and put our military in charge of it. And basically, escalate the amount of security onto those planes as well. How many people in the chat think that that would be a really good idea that our military takes over our airports? Let me know in the comments, or let me know in the chats, guys. Or if you want, you can also let me know in the comment section. Because myself personally, I think that would make a lot more sense having our military in charge of that department. That's just my opinion, guys. I think that this whole entire system needs to be revamped. It needs a major overhaul. I don't get political, but today just seems to be one of those days, guys. Because it's and this is just my own personal talking points here, guys. So I just think that it needs to just be completely. I think everybody just needs to be removed from that and put our veterans in there. Because if they've got more than 20 years of aviations, that would actually create a lot more jobs. And I think our infrastructure would actually do a lot better too. Our airways right now are safe, but with everything that's going on, somebody's got to step up, somebody's got to step in. And I think all that's about to change sometime this year, guys. So I know I'm kind of I know I'm kind of pushing. I know I'm kind of slightly pushing my limits a little bit. I greatly do appreciate that, Robert. Thank you so much for the kind words, man. And also with all the past derailments and stuff of different trains spilling toxic chemicals and stuff like that, we need to revamp that too. I greatly do appreciate that. But I think as soon as I can get my account to really skyrocket and get this account to really take off from the ground, oh yeah, I'm going to be talking a lot more about certain things. Well, I am going to mention a president, our president. Not sure if you guys actually know this or not, but in New Orleans during a Trump rally, there was a Tesla truck that just exploded not too long ago, and it took the lives of 15 people. They caught the guy, but before he was speeding through there, they actually caught it on camera, guys. This guy was flying an ISIS flag, and this guy moved to the United States and joined our military. So that right there, I think that there was a lot more to that than what's being said. They actually caught the guy, and that was pretty much it. He was seen walking away from the vehicle, and that's when the vehicle exploded. So oh boy. If things keep going the way that they're going, if everything keeps going the way that it's going, and I'm hoping it doesn't keep going the way it is, I was actually thinking about running for Congress, guys, or running for legislation. Because stuff like that in this country, guys, this is unacceptable. And all this boils down to is malfeasance and lawlessness. And my honest opinion on this, it all needs to stop here, and it needs to stop right now. Let me know what your thoughts are in the chats, guys. Let me know if you agree with it. Let me know if you agree with this. Let me know if you disagree with it. I'm open minded. What's your thoughts, guys? And myself getting political on here, I do. I am not liking this one bit. So, but if things keep going the way that they're going, I may very well consider running. Yeah, I knew about that one. New Orleans, that was the biggest one. And when the guy actually held out a flag and it was the ISIS flag. Oh yeah. They actually caught the guy. And surprisingly, our I don't know if he was part of our military, but he actually had a full beard. They actually caught him. They have him in custody. And say for instance, if he is part of our military, crimes against humanity, I'm sure is what he'll be charged with. The guy's last name is Jafar. I don't remember exactly his first name, but I remember his last name is Jafar. So I will definitely be keeping you guys up to date with that as well. And but yeah, this madness has got to stop, guys. And one more thing. And even if I were to consider running, I'm still going to be doing my YouTube live streams. But there are certain things that I'm going to have to take into consideration too because of national security. I won't be able to talk about certain things there on that aspect. But yeah. Oh boy. If I was to do that, there'd be a lot of people going to jail. A lot of people would be getting those letters. And I know several of them. So that's pretty much all the news that I have right now on that behalf there, guys. But it's not official. I'm not saying I'm going to be running, but I'm saying that it could be a very likely possibility. But if something like that does happen, I will definitely keep you guys up to date on that as well. And yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Yep. And basically what I'm seeing here is a pattern, guys. It's basically an arithmetic pattern, all within a certain time sequence. Yep. Oh, I know. Everything is coordinated. And this is not being done by coincidence, guys. Do believe this is being done on purpose. But I guess I'll tell you more about that when I go to call you after the live stream. Because like I said, there's certain things that I really need to be careful of. Even though it's a constitutional protected right. A certain party is not too happy about it. So again, guys, they're not going to be able to stop what's coming. So I greatly do appreciate that, brother. Oh, believe me, if I did something like that, and the day I were to run for president, all these unconstitutional laws and everything else gone. But I can tell you exactly what this is all about. It's a pure sign. It's a sheer sign of pure desperation. Excuse me. But oh yeah. But so far it looks right now, I'd say we're in a really good position, guys. Come the 20th, we're definitely going to be in really good hands. Because the cost of living and everything else, price wise, it's going to be going down. The the price of coffee went up at least 52% within the past 4 years, guys. But yeah. Yeah, my deepest condolences do go out to all the families that lost loved ones. Because I think they should have basically had their inspections. I think every time a plane lands, I think it should have to be inspected by a chief engineer. Damn. But that's just my take on it, guys. It really is. Oh, one more thing. California is getting ready to get this bill passed. If you guys have like low incomes and stuff like that, and you wanted to put your card into the ATM to check your account, they're trying to charge you guys. They're literally trying to charge people a fee for checking their balance. So yeah, California right now is not exactly the ideal spot to move to. I cannot stop yawning, guys. But yeah, things are definitely getting out of hand, and it's been going on for way too long. So, but like I said, with this being a new year and everything, I'm sure everything's going to basically do a complete 180 because the way that they inflated the price of food and everything else, that's from printing off all this money. So, not very many of us are going to be able to put up with much more of this. I know I'm one of them. And believe me, I emphasize. But anyway, I mean, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, for those who have actually done this to our country, they're going to have to answer to that. especially when we're the ones turning and pointing fingers at them. I've been kind of sitting there thinking about this for the longest time, seeing all these plane accidents and stuff like that. And I figured, why not just put our military in charge? Well, as a matter of fact, our military is in charge until a certain person is returning back to office. But other than that, a lot of us Americans are getting really tired of it. So, but tonight, guys, I don't know if, well, yeah, I guess I'll push to be on here until 9:30 tonight. What the hell? But I honestly do believe that that would be a fantastic idea for our military to do that. Get all of our wartime veterans, get them involved. Because I can basically tell you what all this is boiling down to, guys. It's all about corporate greed. It's robbing Peter to pay Paul. But then when we're the ones asking them questions, you notice how funny it is how they don't seem to have an answer to it, or they don't recognize the question? That's called gaslighting. But anyway, who's all for seeing changes being made in this country? I know I am. And by far. So I'm going to go ahead and start a poll on here, guys, and let me know what your thoughts are as soon as I get this poll up and going. Oops. Wait a minute. Oh, no, no. I'm not going to do a poll. I'm going to do a Q&A. Oh, hang on a second, guys. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna backtrack something here. I'm gonna rephrase that. All right, guys. I just got the Q&A started. Let me know what your thoughts are in the chats. Just a second. I gotta get this back up and pop that. There we go. So I got a Q&A started up here at the very top. Better way of living. Okay. Matter of fact, I'll even jump in on the Q&A. because what they're doing is they're getting all this money and they're sending it overseas. So that goes to tell you that they're probably either putting that in their offshore banking accounts or they're lining each other's pockets and also lining the pockets of the United States corporation. So even though guys, I may look like I'm somewhat tired, I think this live stream is pretty much on fire tonight. Less taxation, lower inflation, and better infrastructure. Oh, and by the way, guys, I'm not sure if you all know this or not, but Trump is actually wanting to buy Greenland, and he's basically want us to get back our oh, what the hell's the name of that place? I can't think of the name of that right now. I wanted to say Iceland and Greenland, but yeah. Okay. It'll probably come back to me here in a little bit, guys. So yeah, I'm actually communicating with you guys more and more in the chats. I'm gonna try to do this more often because I know I'm for a fact that I'm actually doing my live streams, but I'm actually typing out everything in the chats too. So I'm kind of giving you guys a little bit of a better idea of what I think needs to improve. But yeah, you guys have really good answers. I will definitely give you guys credit for that. So I'm definitely going to give credit where credit's I'm going to give credit where credit's due. I would even have to say better change of policy too. I'm just going to put that on the screen. There's going to have to be a lot of changes made. And I'm not sure if you guys know this or not, but they are actually pushing extremely hard for AI. Oh, and by the way, you guys may not know this either, but Donald Trump actually has a security robotic dog. So yeah. And if you guys want to find out some more up to date news and information and stuff like that, you guys can also find that on Truth Social, or you can also find it on Rumble. I'll put that in the chats for you guys. Both of those apps are in fact free. And I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna pin that comment to the top. So if you guys would like to know exactly where you can find those apps, for those of you who are on Android, you can find that in your Google Play Store. For those of you who are on iOS, you can go find that in your Apple Store. Because there's a lot of things that social media, or not social media, there's a lot of things that the mainstream media is not reporting on. And as a legal disclaimer, guys, I have no partnership, no apprenticeship or sponsorship with either one of those apps or the developers of the apps. I'm just basically getting information out there to you guys. There was another one called MonkeyWorks, but that app, I don't know if it's still up and running. it's I haven't heard anything about that lately, but 4 years ago, I no, not 4 years ago, I'm sorry, 3 years ago, I heard a lot about that app. But and I know I probably already know what you guys are going to ask me. Is that a reliable app? And truthfully, I really don't know because I've never really taken the time to download it. So, so between Truth Social and Rumble, those are those are basically where I get most of my headlines and stuff from. And from what you guys actually seen, TikTok, I basically get my information through them as well. But they are trying to ban TikTok as of January 19th, which is a day short of the inauguration. So by them trying to do that, they're actually trying to ban free speech, which they cannot legally do because it's a direct violation of a First Amendment constitutional protected right. So if you guys want to make your voices known, and be heard. Those are the two apps that I can suggest to download. True Social is actually owned by Donald Trump himself. He's the one who actually got the app started. I think it was Barron Trump who actually got that app started. And in case you guys don't know who Barron is Donald Trump's son. So, so I thought I'd bring you up to speed on that. In case you didn't know who he was, now you do. So if you guys definitely want to check out those apps, I strongly recommend downloading either one, or if you want, feel free to download both of them. But if you download Truth Social, look up Donald Trump's official page and go ahead and follow him there. And he will basically tell you everything that's going on. They have tried to silence this man more times than anybody, any other president in the United States history. They try to buy him off. They try to bribe him. They try to do this. They try to do that. Nothing's working. So they actually put some bogus charges. They put 34 bogus charges on him. And Donald Trump has, in fact, been exonerated of all charges. So Jack Smith even came out and said that he's resigning. As soon as Trump is inaugurated, Jack Smith did come out and basically make a bold statement that Trump should have never been charged with that. So that's why Jack Smith is getting ready to resign. It's either he resigns or they fire him. And by the way, guys, here's some more information. Donald Trump is actually wanting to buy Canada. So if what is said is to be true, Canada will be the 51st state in the United States. And Justin Trudeau will be stepping down from his position, but he may be lucky to become governor. So how exciting is that, guys? Let me know your thoughts over here in the chats. And so far I see thumbs up, I see smiley faces. I absolutely love this, guys. So I'm basically bringing you the best information that I possibly can. And probably here by January 20th, I may start doing some political blogging on here. But right now, I just definitely want to kind of steer clear of that and try not to do that too much, because YouTube does have an algorithm. But I doubt very seriously that they'll take my account down or something like that, you know? But as far as I know, Trump is still in good health. He looks a lot healthier now than he did when he I mean, I'm not saying that he was in bad health or anything. Donald Trump is in the best health of his life, and this man is in his 80s, and he's still got that fire under him. So you should have heard the day that he actually sat there and called out news reporters. It was so funny, guys. It was absolutely hilarious. But anyway, we'll talk about that more on Saturdays. We'll talk about some other things, and I'll probably try to put a couple bits and pieces of that on Saturday's live stream. But it is past 9:30, guys, and I definitely want to thank each and every single one of you for being a part of the channel. I definitely do appreciate everybody being here. You guys were phenomenal. You guys are a legend. Keep up the good work, and let's try to get this channel up to let's try to get 100,000 subs to this channel. And I'll be either doing the hot chip challenge or I'll be doing the hottest chocolate in the world challenge. So either way, I will be doing that without taking a drink of anything of any kind for about 5 minutes. So you guys will probably get to sit here and see me in agony on the live stream. So, but both. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But we'll be live streaming again this coming Saturday, guys. So stay tuned and feel free to jump into. Oh, no. I'll probably just do one for now. But I will definitely be getting. I'll definitely be going live again this coming Saturday, guys. And for those of you who don't know when I live stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays from 8 o'clock p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys want to stay tuned to that, you guys are more than welcome to. If you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and get subscribed for more content. Be sure to turn on your bell notifications so therefore you won't miss any news here on the channel. But with that being said, I want to thank you guys for coming to hang out again tonight. Like I said, you guys are wonderful. I definitely do appreciate all the love and support. And if you guys get a chance to go check those apps out, they are free to download and they won't cost you anything. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off for the night, guys. But as always, stay safe, stay sharp, stay frosty, and stay vigilant. Until next time, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.